you.
Please come on in.
So I'm Noemi Russell, export manager, and this is my colleague Anais Hill, sales representative. Thank you for greeting us today.
Thank you for coming. Yes, we know. We're
Yeah,
sorry for that.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
It was for us.
Please have a seat. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, please sit down.
Here's our business card.
Yes, please.
Yes,
Thank
so
you.
here it is. So of course we understand the urgency of the situation, and we know that you need the products as soon as possible. I hope the damage has been not too bad.
It's been extremely bad.
Yes.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
We're so sorry, and we understand
Yeah.
what
Must
happened on the industry?
Just a big explosion.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
a huge explosion. Many people died. Just a big drama. So yeah,
We're so,
Hundreds
so
of people
Very sad.
died.
very
Yeah.
sad.
Very sad.
So anyway,
sad
that
to know.
as you understood, we are an ambulance company.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have many ambulances. We are the biggest company in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Okay.
And during the explosion, we came with many ambulances, did a lot of rescue, and there was a lot of damage on our equipment as well because it was used a lot. So we now need to replace several parts, and that's why we called you. So
Yeah.
we'll let you maybe quickly give us a summary of the situation. And
Yeah,
then
of
we'll
course. So first, we'd like to ask you a few questions because we really want to know a bit more about you, your requirements and expectations. So I'll let
Please do.
Anais ask you a few questions for us to give you the best offer possible.
Yeah.
So do you have any special requirements for quality and for the products, concerning the products? Do you have any concerns or?
Yeah, we do. We were using, the battery that is delivered with the unit. It's a Schiller unit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We've been using the same battery since then, so we are really willing to use the same device, same battery, because we are satisfied with the quality of it.
In addition to this, we would like to know more about your company because we usually work with different partners, but our supplier is not your company. We don't know you. We've never met, actually.
You usually work via resellers, don't you, in Saudi?
We usually buy directly from Switzerland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So let me tell you a bit about our company and especially about us. So you can see here or here as you prefer. So since 1985, Vlad has seriously become the reference of autonomous energy for the industrial and especially the medical sector. Today we are leader in France in the provision of batteries and especially biomedical batteries. And our vision of tomorrow is to become a major player in the design and assembly of lithium-ion batteries. So currently we're working with 1,500 hospitals and different facilities over France and in Europe, especially also in Middle East. And we've been working since very recently in Saudi Arabia with Saudi Maintenance.
Oh, you work with them, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, with the
what
main
does this mean?
hospital in Riyadh.
So you work with them. Do you mean you supply?
We supply a reseller.
Yeah.
At Saudi Maintenance. So of course we've done the necessary on a legal point of view. We brought with us today the certificate to prove that we've done the necessary with the Ministry of Health.
Okay.
So we know that's very important.
So
But
to
in
be
that
able to work
particular
with you.
case, who's going to supply what? Will you be supplying the batteries and?
Yes, of course. Yeah. We're going to show you our products in the next.
So they don't have the exclusivity of the sales of their battery in
no,
Saudi
no,
Arabia?
no.
Okay,
We're working with a
we may-
reseller. It was for a bid a couple of months it was ago. for a bid.
Okay, so we may deal directly with your company if we agree.
Oh yes,
Okay.
of course.
I
I
mean,
mean,
if
if
you
you
we come to
today,
the agreement.
it's-
Okay.
yeah, today.
That's
We like to be
crystal
able to
clear.
meet our customers
Okay, then,
ourselves
good.
as we can. Of course, it's
Okay,
always
all
nicer,
right.
and we
Yeah,
understand
okay.
the needs better. So,
Very good.
what are your expectations in terms of quantities with the?
Well, with the need we have right now is about 250 units, something
Yeah,
like that. We have to recount that, but that's something like 250 units. And we need them as soon as possible.
Yeah, we understood that. Yeah, we understood.
And our staff is basically the people who drive the ambulances and the people who are looking after the people in the ambulances. So we as well wonder about how they're going to be installed and all the maintenance that's going to be made on it.
So today we've come to you with two options. So of course Schiller that you know and already work with. So we've been reselling Schiller since our very beginning, so 30 years now. So we've got a good partnership with them. So we've got the classical batteries that you all already know, of course. So the Fred Easy Port.
Yep.
And they've got a brand new product. I don't know if you've heard about it already. It's the Schiller Perf Plus.
So it's a battery that's adapts to every single defibrillator. So that's the big advantage of it. And also it's 50% more autonomy than the other batteries.
And you can
up to
deliver
now.
all of these within how many days?
2 days.
Under 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 days.
That's the best we can do,
We
2
can't
days.
Have you
do-
brought any sample?
No, we have no samples with us, but of course, I mean, we would like to be here when you receive all the delivery, and I mean, we really want to stay in here and show you exactly our products and.
Of
how
course, later
soon-
today we could always see. I know we get on really well now with Sadie Maintenance, and maybe we could organise another
meeting with
meeting
them.
later on in the day, and we could see if Riyadh Hospital could lend us a defibrillator so that we could see that together if you really have any concerns. But of course, if you want them as soon as possible, the best is that as soon as we get out of this meeting, we call back in France and they get the product shipped out for.
So does this mean you have, all the samples you have and all the units you have them in stock? You keep them in stock?
We've
we've
got
got
300 products in stock of
Okay.
every reference, and we've got 2,500 reference. So
Yeah,
we've
but
got quite a big
if
warehouse.
somebody else places an order today, what's going to happen?
Of course, we can be a priority. We understand the urgency of the situation.
I mean,
Are
and
you sure about this?
There's
Yes,
no
we're
doubt on
definitely
that.
sure.
We're a company as well, and if something happens to us like that,
we understand the urgency
It's a
of the
big concern,
situation.
you know.
Business,
So we would be
I
a
understand.
priority.
Of course,
Of course.
over any
Yeah,
kind of.
definitely.
Okay. The other ones are not.
Yeah, I like. Yeah.
No, it's just considering the situation.
Right,
That's
right.
what we're taking in consideration. We're speaking about people here, so we
And
do
I'm
understand and
yeah.
we're feeling for you.
And I'm sure our other clients would perfectly also understand. I mean, we're all
Yeah.
in business. We're all
It's
in
all
this
over the
together,
papers, and we
so-
understand that. Of
Right.
course, people understand it's
Right.
a human side of things.
Just one concern, you keep them in stock, so that means they can last in your stock for some months, and
No.
does it impact the quality of the battery at all?
We don't. Basically, batteries are. We assemble assemble our own batteries as well, and we receive. But as you know, working with batteries already, they need to be renewed. So
Yeah, I would expect it's a buffer stock.
yes.
You know,
Yeah.
300 is not that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
That
without
many.
putting our company, of course, well, we are leading in France, so batteries don't stay in stock that long
Okay,
anyway
very
with us. So.
Okay,
Very
so
good.
you have them in stock.
Yeah,
Then
and
what
I-
else?
Yeah,
Please,
I know you're
because,
really interested in the chiller, and that's what you've been working with and what you know quality-wise. But I mean, you've called us here today, and we'd like to also present a second option that is something probably that's extremely new for you. It's the Vlad batteries. It's our own batteries, so it's different components that we bring from high-quality end products of Philips, Panasonic, and others that we put together in our factories in France with our know-how and our expertise. And these batteries are, of course, less costly for you. So it all depends on your budget and what you feel with the situation. But of course, these batteries are less costly and also equally similar to the quality of Schiller. Like this is our basic Vlad battery, and this one, for example, is exactly the same specifications as the Schiller Plus, except it's Vlad and of course less expensive because we take components and put them together. And of
Okay.
course, this one is compatible as the Plus with every defibrillator.
All right, so as you understood, it's an emergency for us to
Yeah.
replace them. So what offer could you do to us?
Yeah,
so
price-wise, we would like to know the difference between the different options.
So
could you tell us a bit
price-wise-
more?
Yeah, we understood that you also wanted the electrodes.
Yeah.
because
Right.
everything.
Yeah, we've not mentioned the electrodes
Yeah.
yet. But
So
we
the
have to take them into
advantage-
account.
Yeah, the advantage of going for the Vlad product is that for the Vlad defibrillator battery plus the electrodes, we get to the same price as the Schiller.
If you only bought the
There's
batteries
just
for
the battery on its
defibrillators.
own.
Yeah.
So it's like the electrodes come more or less free than if you'd considered
So that's
only
the
the Schiller
interesting
option.
side of
As
this.
long as the quality of your battery is the same than Schiller's.
Oh,
Of
it's
course.
exactly the same, and we're backed up with a 1-year guarantee on all of our products. So,
A 1 year.
yeah.
A
like
one,
with Schiller, of course.
Yeah.
1 year. No, it's not a lot.
Well,
we would
well,
expect
it-
at least.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking
Of
about
course,
the quality of it, but
yes,
you only
yes.
warranty
Yeah,
for 1 year?
Yeah, for 1 year. 1 year.
Exactly the same as Schiller do themselves as well, and that's what we've got with Schiller
we
as
would
well.
expect. Maybe we would expect to change the batteries every 2 years or something.
Well, the
So,
advantage with the new
at least
batteries
they
is
would have to last long enough.
I mean, we've been.
Is there any room for discussion?
Well, actually, we've
could see
been
what-
working to the last 30 years with main companies in France and in Europe, and we're really, we have now people coming back to us and buying them again, and it's been 30 years that they're renewing with Vlad
Yeah,
batteries.
so you feel
we've
extremely
had-
confident.
We
So
do.
maybe you can
Otherwise we
offer
wouldn't do
a 2
this
years
today.
warranty.
Yeah, I think
this
we'll
is
it's
see
what
what
something
we
we
can
could
do
maybe
maybe
do
later on in the
It
meeting. yeah.
depending on also
Okay,
how much you want to
okay.
order and if you want to go for
Alright.
Vlad or Schiller.
The quantity has been confirmed.
Yeah, it
It's
was
about
250.
250.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, let's talk about the price then. Tell us what you can do to
So
fill our need.
if we go for the Vlad batteries and the Vlad electrodes, we're at €49,400. And if we go for the Schiller battery,
You're talking
unit
in,
price,
yeah.
Speaking
In
unit
unit
price, yeah.
unit price, and maybe in dollars because we do never pay in euros.
Yeah.
do you pay in the currency from here, Raya?
No,
US
USD.
dollars.
US dollars?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't actually have the conversion. We've got the Saudi Arabia conversion. I don't have internet here.
Just do the dollars.
Okay.
If you can do
You
US
don't
dollars.
have, yeah, but she
Yeah,
doesn't have.
we don't
she
have the
doesn't
conversions on us. We only
Okay,
prepare
really?
the Saudi Arabian.
Alright.
I'm
Oh,
really
yeah,
sorry
you
about
just
that.
told
We
you,
thought
okay.
you would. I mean,
Let's
either
carry
the-
on in euros.
Alright.
We will
Yeah,
convert.
as it was
Really?
either Europe or, of course.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Please.
So sorry about that. In euros, we're at 49,400 for the Vlad battery and the Vlad electrodes,
And
the unit price would be for the electrodes and the battery would be 197.6 euros. So for the battery its own, it's 160.55, and for the electrodes 37.05. And for the Schiller battery, the Perf Plus, the new one, would be 208.05, and for the
Hang on a second, say it again.
208 euros 0.5 cents, and the electrodes would be 46.45 euros.
Is it an ex-works price or
Sorry?
what about the Incoterm?
How do we pay? How do you
No,
deliver?
yeah, and how? Yeah, I mean,
terms
okay.
and condition. Okay.
Terms.
So it's under 30 days for every first partnership at least.
Yeah, yeah, but my question regards the shipment. So do we have to pay anything for the shipment?
Yes.
Or
Yeah, for the shipment, for 2 days, it's 700 euros.
700 euros?
Yeah.
It's quite.
So
It's
that
quite a lot.
Quite expensive, yeah.
It's quite.
To
Yeah.
ship.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's the 2-day delivery because you want it so urgent, it's so important for you. Otherwise, there's a 3-day, but I don't think that's going to be
How do
very
you send
expensive.
how do you send the goods?
Air freight,
By
FedEx.
yeah.
Okay.
And 3 days would be 400. So, but then, I mean, I think if you really want something urgent and quick, 2 days would probably be more appropriate. I mean, you can't leave these batteries.
Then,
Makes
of course,
sense, yes.
understanding this situation, if we pass the call as soon as we get out of here, the lorries can be sent tonight, and we might get chances of getting the flights in by the end of tomorrow, so a bit less
Okay.
than 2
Okay,
days.
to be
So,
confirmed, yeah.
basically, you told us that's a global budget, let's say, of 50,000 euros, roughly.
If we go for the Vlad products, yes. If we
Okay.
go for the Schiller
Shipment.
products, it's a bit high. The price is going to be a bit higher.
Because our, as you understood, it's an emergency for us, and it's an unexpected cost that
Yeah,
we
of
have to
course.
face. So how could we find a deal for this specific order, just this order, that it's better for
Well,
us?
Of course, you have
First-
to understand.
Yes, and first, what are your feelings about this? Are you more for the first or the second option with Vlad? Because we can do, of course, maybe a nicer
A gesture for the first order,
Vlad
yeah.
because it's our products, and we can do that. Schiller, we can't do as much.
Don't have as
gesture
much flexibility, of course.
because, of course,
do have
we're
to understand.
reseller.
Right, let's go
We need
this
a
way. If
win-win
you extend the
situation,
warranty
don't
of the Vlad to 2 years,
Yeah.
Yeah, that
we
would be
could
a
work
key
with the Vlad.
condition, definitely.
For 250 products, would you be interested in a partnership with us on a long term, or is it just a one?
Of course we are. We're
Okay.
hoping to do many more, orders from you. But we need, right now we have an emergency.
Yeah.
We need to buy some
Yeah.
I think
units.
that's something we understand, especially with the urgency and the situation that you've been through. So I think that's something that we can work on together. And of course, it is a win-win situation for both of
Yeah.
us in business. So
Yeah. What concerns me also is about payment terms. Can we
Okay.
talk about payment terms?
Yeah, of course, it's under 30 days.
So
30 days. What do you mean by 30 days?
So if we take the order today, the payment has to be under 30 days. So in 30 days' time at the moment of order.
that's something that's
Order?
very important in
and
our
if we
policy.
never get the order,
Oh, well, of course you'll get it. I
yeah,
mean,
okay,
it's-
maybe
It's our
invoice
condition.
would make sense to me.
Yes,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, as you have
30
to
days
understand.
is really too short. This is, you are in Saudi Arabia here, and we never deal within 30 days. So it's really impossible.
Well, actually, it's our policy. I mean, we have no control on that. It's really
It's something we really insist on, working worldwide with countries worldwide. And we do understand, of course, the
have
urgency.
to adapt
the
yourself
urgency.
to. Okay, we are.
it's really it's
well, you'll
it's
really
the
have to make an
policy.
effort on the price then. If we
Yes.
if we have
Yeah.
to,
Okay, that can be
put out-
something we
Okay.
can maybe discuss. So if we go for 250 batteries and Vlad electrodes,
Yeah.
plus
Consider them that we have guaranteed
them
the
2
I know
years,
that's
that's
2
something
years,
you
yeah.
really
once.
Okay.
That's quite a big
1 year,
something for us. It's
one more
something
year.
that we're really not used to doing, of course.
and we would go down maybe on the
On the
shipment.
shipment,
So we said down
we
to
could do an effort on the
500.
shipment,
Yeah.
could
Well,
do
we
the
would
ship
prefer
for
to talk
500.
about the price of the unit and
Oh, okay.
discuss.
You'd like
yeah,
to.
yes.
Well, we've already got quite a bit of a.
Of course, with the scale economy, we've already gone down 5% on the original price of the unit. So that's already quite interesting.
Yeah.
Then of course, we do understand, with the urgency, we could make an effort on the total at the end of price. So we could do an extra 3% on the end price.
But we won't. I mean, this is first partnership. We'd really like it to work, and then of course further along, we can, when we discuss again and have new meetings and you order other things, and we really have a partnership. Then we can discuss maybe more.
Well, we work
more
the opposite
gesture.
way around. I mean, if we work with you, that's because you convinced us
Yes.
today that we
Yeah, of
can
course,
quickly
I
solve that problem
But I mean,
with a cheap price.
Yes, but I'm
I
kind
might
of.
apologize. I don't want to interrupt and to be a pain, but we're going to have another meeting within 5 minutes.
Okay.
And again, my apologize too. We have to talk to different potential suppliers.
Of course, we understand.
So we thank you very much for your visit, but we don't want to make a decision right now.
Are you sure that these 7%? I mean,
The
there's
decision
not
will be
much-
made probably within 3 hours because it's really urgent. But
Yes.
yes, please consider we have to take the relevant decision.
Shall we
Yes,
just
we
write this
understand.
down for you, for at least you to have the
Some proof
the
and
proof, and
Please,
also compare to the
absolutely,
other.
please do.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we'd like to be able to see you if you have any hesitations. Of course, call. Don't hesitate. Send an email.
How long will you be staying in
We're
here?
going to stay at least 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days.
So-
Okay. So
we
we keep
can
in
just
touch.
book a meeting now and see
Okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I think if it's urgent, I mean, we need to call also our warehouse and prepare this order.
Yeah,
so
I think that's
that
the reason
we
why
want them
I'm
as soon as
saying we should be
possible.
because I
be
really
in a
think-
position to confirm our decision within later on.
Would you confirm for the Vlad products then, if we were doing this partnership?
Yeah, make us an offer with
Yeah.
what you
Okay.
said before.
Yeah, with the two options.
And so the price is really something that, I mean, that's what's making you not making the choice right now? Or is there other things to take into account?
Well, you have to consider what it is to, take 50,000 euros out
I know,
of,
yeah,
of
I
your
understand.
bank
And
account.
I know.
yes, again, it's
I know.
very much an expected expense.
Yes.
So and we don't really know your company.
Yeah.
So we need to think about and take a look at your proposal after discussion, having
of course.
had a discussion together.
We can also leave you our different certifications of ISO. So this one, for
Yeah,
example, is medical
okay.
use. You can
Thank
have
you
a
for
look
that.
at all that for our background check about our company.
Okay, we'll take references. Thank you.
So that would be good.
Okay.
So it's really the price that's not.
Okay, I
possible.
guess we now have to come to the conclusion.
Yes, of course.
I'd like to thank you.
So, of course, we would do the 3% extra on the total that we were speaking about.
Yeah, this is
Mhm.
minimum what we would expect.
But we've already got the 500 from the scale 5%, sorry, from the scale economy. So it's like more about 7%.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not just it's 3% on the global price, but you've also got the scale economy that you mustn't forget. It's the 5%
Understood.
on the
Yeah,
other
definitely.
things.
So we'll leave this
Okay.
with you so that you can study it.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Thank you for coming to us, and
Well,
yeah,
we'll
thank
be
you very
back
much
in touch with you
for all
shortly.
this.
Thank
Yes,
you for
I hope
having
we'll
us.
have some news.
Thank you.
Thank you.